give them a kiss.
Another kiss?
Give them another kiss.
Crowley, there's a lot of Hershey's Kisses going on here. Crowley had a much bigger agenda than it seemed, and he thought he kind of had it all figured out, only to have Castiel kind of turn the tables on him. So what's going on with him now? Is he sort of licking his wounds, or is he just ready now to come back and he's going to, get that guy for betraying him and get what he wants?
I'm in season 7.
We'll get you DVDs of the earlier stuff to catch up.
Really? I'm in 7? Am I in 7? I'm in 7? Yes! So what am I doing, Sera?
Well, without telling you too much.
He's so good at this app.
I can tell you
I'll
what
say,
you're not doing.
Mark, what would you like to see Crowley do next?
Well, you see, I think I should give up on Supernatural altogether. I think the new spin-off half-hour sitcom called Oh Crowley. Little music, a little dance, a little salsa down your pants.
You'll see Crowley very early in the... He's being so disingenuous, he knows.
I do?
The blonde actor's
you
great.
come to Comic-Con, she says, don't tell anybody anything.
Don't throw me under the bus. Well, Cass said he has big plans for him, so we're going to tell you what those are pretty much right from the jump.
It's been a lot. It's been an awful lot of fun to see what's happened thus far, and I'm really looking forward to see what happens this year.
Ben,
you're there.
The show in general has gone into some amazing places with getting meta and sort of analyzing itself, and last season, The French Mistake was sort of a genius version of that. But having done The French Mistake, is there anywhere else you can go with meta? At that point, like, are you trying to think, what other angle can we take on this?
Yeah, I think, well, Crowley's a good start. I mean, like, I don't really know how much more we can do. I think that this breaking of the fourth wall was a pretty profound one. But I think that we can, I feel like there's lots of room to play with form. I think that The French Mistake is directly meta, and then we've done other things that are meta, like, I think Ghostfacers is meta in a sense, because it plays with the form that we're in. So I think that we'll do more experiments like that, but I'm not sure what you can do to top you've used the actual actors' names.
That's fatalist, Ben Edlund.
What?
That is fatalist.
I know.
Let's top it.
All right, we will. I mean, I've been talking a lot about spaceships. I think we should go on a spaceship for one episode. I'm serious, but we'll get down to that later on. Sera, I'll talk to you about that later.
My first reaction when I heard the anime was going to exist was, you have a new angle. There's something you can do with the anime now.
No, I think that, that's cool too. I think we're still dedicated to playing crazy games with this box of toys that we've been given. But as far as the direct meta break, we're going to have to work on that. That's a good hard nut to crack. Thanks for asking.
Jared, you took Sam to some very dark places last season. We've seen some glimpses of what went on in that sort of missing year. Do you think that have they hinted at you that there's even more? Are there even more horrible things he was involved in?
Well, without saying too much, yes. Thank you. Yes, there's obviously more. I kind of touched on it earlier in a few interviews, but there's a lot that Sam has seen that now he can see again, now that the wall has fallen. And I, for my part, am really excited about kind of playing Sam that doesn't really know which reality he's in, because Sam is obviously, for those who haven't watched the show, Sam had some hard times last season. Yeah, and now we get to play with Sam's healing, and I think the Winchester brothers have always kind of, reacted to things with courage and bravery and been strong about it. And what excited me so far in the scripts that I've read is that Sam is way out of his league. He feels out of his league a little bit. It's kind of scary. So I actually read it and I was getting chills, and I was scared. I was really excited about making this show scary again, and we get to see what can scare the Winchester boys. So we get to play with that. So I'm excited.
And Jensen, they don't keep
Misha shirtless scares the Winchester boys. Take it off.
I think you're confusing fear with jealousy.
Jensen, things weren't actually, very happy for your character at the end of the last season either. Obviously you have a very big problem to deal with right now, which is Angel calling himself God. But how much is weighing on your character what he just had to sacrifice and what he had to sort of leave behind going forward?
Well, I think the goodbye to Ben and Lisa, tough as it was on Dean, I think it was a necessity. He comes to the realization that that's never going to be his life. No matter how much he dreams about it, no matter how much he would love it to be so. He's a hunter, he'll always be a hunter, and that's just the way it's going to be. So I think that was a must, and it happened, and it was a tough scene to shoot, just for Dean, or for me as Dean. It was a sad goodbye, but now we've got a bigger problem on our hands.
Yeah. Well, that leads me to a question. I was going to ask this question, but someone on Twitter also asked it. AJ Snow 76. You've got a character saying "I am God," but you have a character out there that a lot of people speculated about, which is Chuck. And I'm just curious, might he be appearing again? Might you touch upon that now that you're going where you are with Castiel?
Chuck does not appear in the early part of the season. We have no plans for him to. Also, a big part of, Cass stepping up and taking this sort of mantle on and saying, "I'm the new God," is that he has always felt really strongly that his father abandoned them all. Like, where is God when you need him? We had this storyline about him looking for God, and God never showed up. He did the whole go out for cigarettes and never come back thing. So that's always been a big deal for him. So one of the questions we asked ourselves was, well, you're God, what do? You're God, you get to be your dad. You thought your dad did a crappy job. What are you going to do differently? And before everything goes completely to hell for him, which of course it does because it's television, he gets to do what we think God would maybe do if Cass were God. So that's been fun.
Misha, what's it been like for you preparing to take on your godly mantle?
Yeah, it's